Now, some stakeholders in the entertainment industry have mixed views on the government's plans to open up events to only vaccinated patrons. They are warning that the move could create tension among some people. We have the details from Dwayne Anderson.
Some players in the local music and entertainment industry, such as party promoters, have been living on the margins financially since the pandemic hit. Many of them have even gone rogue with their events and have staged illegal events, some turning bloody. So when talk of a calendar of events for sports and other entertainment events came up last week, many immediately became curious. Denton Atkins is the president of the Clarendon Promoters Association.
80% of our population is not vaccinated, which means that only 20% is. I believe that's a recipe for social unrest, because we cannot reach a stage of forcing persons to conform to a regulation when the government, in my opinion, has not done enough to educate our citizens to try and get more of our citizens to become vaccinated.
He reasoned that all patrons should get a chance to attend events they choose, especially at this stage of the pandemic.
We are faced with the weaker version of the coronavirus, as stated by the government. They say this version is not as strong as previous versions, and we would have passed through the strongest strain so far. So what's the rush now to put these stringent regulations in place?
But while the authorities and stakeholders deliberate on the way forward, up-and-coming dancehall acts like Supreme, who are trying to get a foothold in the music fraternity, say creatives continue to suffer. A shutdown of the industry does not help their careers.
Oh, so for bigger than Buckingham Palace, so me have to stock the assets. You got the gadgets, I have to make the cabbage, I have to make the money profit.
He says chances to perform at stage shows are now non-existent, and there are no parties for disc jockeys to play music and help promote acts.
You can't actually go out there anymore. You can't go network, you can't go make the links so you actually need to make in the street. So you have to kind of be more innovative, you know, and take things in a different way. As artists, as creatives, I guess it's easier for just express yourself. So like we go up on a stage and just do things easier, I guess, than for just step on social media and try come up with content or videos to catch people. And with social media, YouTube, you need like visuals now. So I guess it become more costly for put out content.
He also expressed reservations about whether the just over 20% of vaccinated people in Jamaica could provide enough patrons to make hosting certain events viable.
It's a divide in persons who don't even listen to dancehall or go to a party. So when it really comes down to the crunch time and the numbers, not going to really be enough.
The government has not given a deadline for the calendar of events, only saying it will be announced soon. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.